issue. The video was automatically ended. So again, just now we have completed illustration 12. Now again moving forward for some new topic. What I was talking is again what was given in illustration 12 and in every question. Suppose now it was given price 2016. You denote it as P1. Price 2015. You denote it as P0. Quantity 2016 and quantity 2015. Now here you give Q1 and you give Q0. Normal sums, friends, where four of these things are given. Now suppose if any of the thing is missing and some other thing is given to you. Suppose both prices are not given. Quantities are given but prices are not given, and instead to that you have been given these two columns, but not directly. You have been written expenditure. What will be written in the sum? Expenditure. So now friends, you know, yesterday I have told you that how you will find this column P0 multiply Q0. So what we have written yesterday, that P0 multiply Q0 is equals to P0 Q0. Now suppose this thing is given, this thing is given, this thing is not given, can be found? Can this thing can be found? Yes, very easy to found. How we will do? P0 equals to P0 Q0 divided by Q0. First we were multiplying. Now one thing is missing, one thing is given, and the multiplication is given. So we are dividing to find this thing. In the same way, P1 into Q1 is equals to P1 Q1. Now suppose again price is missing, and this is given, and this is also given. So what we will do? P1 is equals to P1 Q1 divided by Q1. And opposite to it, if prices are given and quantities are not given, so again the thing will be same, friends. P0 into Q0 is equals to P0 Q0. Now this is given, so Q0 is equals to P0 Q0 divided by P0. In the same way, P1 multiply Q1 is equals to P1 Q1. So again Q1, these both are given. So again Q1 is equals to P1 Q1 divided by P1. In short, what I mean to say is that sometimes prices are not given, sometimes quantities are not given. Instead, expenditure word is given. Now you all may be thinking there are total 4 columns. P1 Q0, P0 Q0, P1 Q1 and P0 Q1. These are 4 columns. But why we are telling expenditure as 0, 0 and 1, 1? Because what is the problem with this thing? Here it is P1 and Q0. Means one is current year, one is base year. Also here is also base year, here is current year. But think about this thing. 0 means base year, 0 means base year. So both are base year. 1 means current year, 1 means current year, so both are current year. So you have to make such things to calculate this sum. So now how you will write this thing? This was just an explanation. Now everyone in your notebook write this thing what I am giving. Okay? This is just a common sense to understand. When prices or quantities, the other name of quantity is consumption. Okay? When prices or quantities, other name of quantity is consumption, is not given, instead expenditure of both years are given. This is your heading. What will you write as heading? When prices or quantities, that is consumption, is not given. Instead, expenditure of both years are given. Then formulas. Now for that, type 1. When prices are not given. When prices are not given, then what we need to do? P0, base price, is equals to P0 Q0 upon Q0. Expenditure and quantity. Okay. In the same way, P1 current price is equals to P1 Q1 divided by Q1. Same thing. Expenditure quantity. Everyone will write this thing in your notebook. And type 2. When quantities are not given, so Q0, base quantity is equals to P0 Q0 divided by P0. Expenditure divided by price. Q1 current quantity, that is P1 Q1 divided by P1. Expenditure price. Everyone equals to 0 by Q0. P1 is not given, then P1 Q1 by Q1. Same way, when quantities are not given, Q0 is equals to P0 Q0 divided by P0, and Q1 is equals to P1 Q1 divided by P1. Simple thing. Everyone note it down. And now we are going for the next sum. In 1.3 we have sum number 6, page number 30. Okay? Yes. On page number 30, everyone read the sum and understand whether prices are missing or quantities are missing. Everyone, look this up. Okay? Find the Paasches and Fishers. They are telling Paasche and Fisher, but we will find out last pair also, because for Fisher we need last pair. Index number for 15 with the base year 14. So 15's will be price and quantity will be 1 1, and for 14 price and quantity will be 0 0. Using the data. Now you can see the columns. Item. Then for 2014, price is given, so quantity will not be given, and total expenditure is given. So total expenditure is P0 Q0. Why 0 0? Because it is base year. Again for 2015, price will be P1 and quantity Q1 is not given. Instead P1 Q1 is given. Okay? How to solve the sum? The important thing is here columns. How you will draw up the columns, that is important concept. So listen here carefully. Exercise 1.3, and with sum number 6 I sum, sixth sum. First column is item, then P0. Now friends, instead of quantity, expenditure is given, but quantity we require, so here only Q0 and write question mark. Why question mark? Because we don't have, and write its formula also. P0 Q0 divided by P0. We have to write here itself because that four columns are on that side only. Now P1, then Q1 is missing, so question mark. P1 Q1 divided by P1. Then our four columns. P1 Q0, then P0 Q0, and in bracket it will write, as this is not given, this is given, so I have written the word given. Then P1 Q1, again you will write given, then P0 P1. In such a way the columns are to be made. 5 items, A, B, C, D, E. I will draw the lines. Space is somewhat less, some is big. You can use the space below, okay. So this is the formation of the sum, friends. Now in this formation, which columns total is required? You should write it. Sigma P1 Q0, Sigma P0 Q0, Sigma P1 Q1, Sigma P0 Q1. Now you should write the original data provided you in the question, but very carefully. No mistakes are allowed. C. Price 100. 100 again. 150. 180. 250. Now, without making the mistake, you are not required to write here, you are required to write here because it is expenditure. Most of you are drawing the correct format, you are writing these things correct, but by mistake you are writing the data here. No friends, this is wrong. Okay, in the expenditure I am writing 400, 500, 600, 1080, 1000. Okay, then next price, without making mistake, right here 120, again 120, 160, 200, 300. Now without making the mistake, don't write here, we have to write there. 720, 600, 800, 1000, 1200. Okay. Now we are calculating Q0 as well as Q1, but do not show it here what you are dividing. Okay, we are not required to show here, but just we are required to understand. What you need to understand that P0 Q0. What is the value of Q0 Q0? 400 divided by P0. So 100. So 400 divided by 100 is 4. If you don't get it again, P0 Q0 400 divide P0 100. So 400 divided by 100 is 4, and again you can recheck 100 into 4 400. Okay. Then 500 divided by 100 is 5. 600 divided by 150. So 4. Then 1080 divided by 180 is 6, and 1000 divided by 250 is 4. Now to recheck, again check. 100 4s are 400, 100 5s are 500, 150 into 4 15 4s are 60 600, 180 into 6 18 6 ja 108, so 1080, and 250 into 4 is 1025 4s are 100, so 250 into 4 is 1000. Now in the same way do it here itself also. 720 divided by 120 is 6. 600 divided by 120 is 5. 800 divided by 160, so 5. 1000 divided by 200 is 5. 1200 divided by 300 is 4. Again 720 divided by 120 is 6. 600 divided by 120 is 5. 800 divided by 160 is 5. 1000 divided by 200 is 5. 1200 divided by 300 is 4. And to recheck, you can check 120 into 6 720, 120 into 5 600, 160 into 5 800, 200 into 5 1000, 300 into 4 1200. Okay, the things are clear, and now only two columns are left. Which two columns? P1 Q0. So very carefully, P1 and Q0, both these columns are to be multiplied. P1 Q0, 120 into 4 12 4s are 48, so 480. 120 into 5 600, 160 into 4 16 4s are 64, 160. 200 into 6 1200. 300 into 4 1200. What we have done? P1 Q0, 120 into 4 480, 120 into 5 600, 160 into 4 640, 200 into 6 1200, 300 into 4 1200. Now totals at the last we will do, because all the columns are here itself. Now P0 Q1 friends. So P0 and Q1, both this. You don't need to do like these things. P0 and Q1. 100 6, 100 into 6 600. Then 100 into 5 500. Then 150 into 5 750. Then 180 into 5 900. 250 into 4 1000. Which column? P0 and Q1. 100 6 ja 600, 100 5 ja 500, 150 into 5 750, 180 into 5 900, and 250 into 4 is 1000. Taking the total of each: 480, 600, 640, 1200, 1200. How much? 4120. Then P0 Q0. 400, 500, 600, 1080 and 1000. How much? 3580. Then P1 Q1. 720, 600, 800, 1000, 1200. 4320. Last 600, 500, 750, 900, 1000. How much? 3750. 3750. Now Paasche and Fisher is only asked, but for Fisher we need last year also. Last year's index number. IL. Formula numerator and denominator. So sigma P1 Q0 divided by sigma P0 Q0 multiply 100. 4120 divided by 3580 multiply 100. 4120 divided by 3580 multiply 100. How much? 115.083. So 08 itself. But last year's answer will not be given at the back as we don't need to find. Then passes index number IP, where we will find numerator denominator. Okay, sigma P1 Q1 divided by sigma P0 Q1 multiply 100. 4320 divided by 3750 multiply 100. 4320 divided by 3750 multiply 100. How much? 115.2 exactly. 115.2. Last, Fisher's index number IF is equals to its square root IL into I. In square root IL into I. So 115.08 into 115.2. 115.08 not into 115 equal to button and square root 115.14. 139 is there, so 14. This is our IF. Friends, that's all for the sum. And what we have done, we have solved the sums with last year partial and Fisher's formula. The sums are very easy. These all sums are simple sums and basic sums. And tomorrow we are going to learn new types of sums. Okay, so please practice these sums so that you can cope up with the next types of